Welcome to Gyan Dialogues, guided by PSK.
Okay, so let's get into it. It is Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. And if you've been anywhere near a newsfeed today, you know that New Delhi is basically the center of the tech universe right now.
It's high voltage, for sure. The India AI Impact Summit is,
Yeah,
it's the place to be.
absolutely. And on paper, this thing is like the Avengers Assemble moment for the global South's tech scene. You've got global policymakers, huge investors, founders.
All the big names, everyone writing the source code for the next 10 years is packed into one building.
And the goal here was really clear, right? This was meant to position India not just as a place that uses AI, but as a place that builds it.
To show the world that the region isn't just a market to sell to, but a real hub of innovation, that the breakthroughs are happening there.
Exactly. It's supposed to be this huge coming out party, a massive flex. But this is where it gets a little bit weird.
A little cringeworthy, maybe.
Yeah. While all the headlines were supposed to be about these billion-dollar deals, the story that's actually blowing up online is about a dog.
A robotic dog,
Yeah.
to be clear.
Right. A robot dog named Orion. And so for our deep dive today, we're going to just zoom in on this one single bizarre incident because you have a university trying to make a name for itself.
A very, very watchful online community.
And a robot dog that wasn't exactly what it seemed.
It really is a perfect case study. That tension between ambition and authenticity. It sounds small, but it pulls on a thread that runs through the entire global tech race.
So whether you're, prepping for a meeting on tech ethics or you're just curious how these big global summits actually work when things go sideways, stick with us.
We're going to unpack why a small PR stumble at a tech expo actually matters a lot.
Okay, so let's set the stage. Paint a picture for us of this summit, because I think people hear conference and they imagine something pretty dry. This isn't that, right?
Oh, not at all. You have to understand, this is a projection of power. When a country hosts an event like this, they're sending a signal. They're saying, we have arrived.
So everything is curated.
Everything. The booths, the demos, the keynotes, it's all designed to scream competence, innovation, the future. It's loud, bright, massive LED screens everywhere.
It's basically the Olympics of geekdom.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And so right in the middle of all this, you have Galgotia's University. They have a booth, and they want to stand out.
Or what's the best way to get people to stop at your booth at a tech conference?
You put a robot on the floor.
A robot dog. It's like a magnet. I don't care if you're a CEO or a politician, you see a metal dog walking around, you stop. You just do.
Exactly. It's a guaranteed crowd pleaser. And they called this one Orion. But the story they were telling around it, that was the significant part.
How so?
Well, the messaging, the branding, how the staff was talking about it. It was all being presented as an in-house innovation. The subtext was, we built this.
And that's a powerful message to send at this specific summit.
It's a huge flex. It says you're not just writing code, you're doing the hard stuff. You're building hardware, which is, it's notoriously difficult.
So everyone wanted to believe it.
Of course. It taps right into that national pride, that desire for self-reliance.
This is 2026. And pulling a fast one is harder than ever.
Enter the internet sleuths.
The Distributed Intelligence Agency, I like to call them. You've got attendees there who aren't just tourists, they're engineers, they're experts.
And they're looking closer. They see Orion, and instead of just saying, oh, cute dog, they're looking at the joints, the chassis, the sensors, and something doesn't look right.
It unraveled fast.
Incredibly fast. Within hours, people online and on the floor identified Orion. It wasn't some unique prototype. It was a Unitree G2.
Okay, hang on. For those of us not in the market for a robot dog, what's a Unitree G2? Is that like some secret military gear?
No, quite the opposite. Unitree is a big Chinese robotics company. The G2 is their consumer model. You can go online and buy one for a couple $1,000s.
So it's off the shelf?
Completely off the shelf.
It's like buying a Toyota Corolla, scraping the logo off, and telling everyone you invented a car.
That is a very fair analogy. The signs were all there. The shape of the knee joints, the battery case. But the dead giveaway was the LiDAR unit.
The spinning laser thing.
Right, the sensor that helps it say, every manufacturer has their own signature design for that. It's like a fingerprint. You can't just hide it.
So the reaction must have been bad.
It was swift. And it wasn't just online chatter. This had immediate physical consequences at the summit.
What do you mean physical?
The university's booth was asked to vacate.
Wow. Actually got kicked out in the middle of the summit.
Kicked out, the robot was removed, the booth was cleared. It just shows how seriously the organizers took this. The entire event is about building trust in the Indian tech ecosystem.
And a fake robot contaminates the whole well.
Precisely.
But let's be fair. The university did put out a statement afterwards, right? They had an explanation.
Yeah, they did. Galgotia's University said they hadn't officially claimed to have built it from scratch. Their position was that Orion was a learning and demonstration tool.
Okay, so their defense is, we never explicitly said we built this dog, we just had a dog at our booth. Universities buy robots all the time for research. That part's normal.
It is absolutely normal. MIT buys robots from Boston Dynamics. Nobody has a problem with that. The issue is the context.
The perception gap.
Exactly. When you're at an innovation summit and you put a sleek robot front and center with no sign that says platform by Unitree, software by us, what is the audience supposed to think?
They're going to assume you made the whole thing.
And by not correcting that assumption, you're sort of riding the wave of unearned credit. It's a lie of omission.
So let's dig into that. Why did this strike such a raw nerve? I mean, companies rebrand stuff all the time.
Because the currency of this summit is credibility. When you position yourself as an AI leader, the level of scrutiny is, well, it's immediate, and it is unforgiving. It's not about the label, it's about what the label represents.
It's that classic problem of spectacle versus substance.
Yes, a robot dog is a great gimmick to get attention. But if there's no unique substance behind it, it crosses the line from a cool demo into misrepresentation. It becomes vaporware.
And you just can't get away with it anymore. The digital age factor here is huge.
It's everything. Transparency isn't optional now. Everyone has a phone that can reverse image search your hardware in seconds. The internet is undefeated.
Always. Especially with hardware. You can hide bad code for a while, maybe. But a physical object, it has a shape. Someone will recognize it.
Someone always does.
Okay, but let's zoom out. Because it feels important not to let this one robot dog define the entire summit.
That's crucial. We have to avoid generalizing. One exhibitor does not represent an entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
And sources are really clear that despite this drama, a lot of serious, important work was happening.
Right. What were some of the actual substantive things going on?
Oh, major investments in AI for development.
Yeah.
Using AI to solve real problems in agriculture and healthcare. New collaborations being signed, people building large language models for Indian languages. The real work was being done.
So the ecosystem is healthy. But this incident does seem to highlight a certain pressure on emerging ecosystems like India's.
It's the fake it till you make it pressure. It's the desire to prove you belong at the big table, that you have the same shiny toys as everyone in Silicon Valley.
And that can lead to, well, communication lapses.
Or just straight up overclaiming. But the cost of doing that is higher than ever. In AI, trust compounds way faster than hype. And if your narrative doesn't match reality,
So you create what you call a confidence deficit. I like that.
it's a huge problem. Because it costs you investment, it costs you partnerships. If a VC from London sees this story, the next time a genuinely brilliant Indian robotics startup pitches them, they might have that little bit of doubt.
And that doubt is like a tax, a trust tax.
Exactly, it's a tax everyone else has to pay because of one stunt.
So what's the path forward? This feels like a painful but maybe necessary lesson.
I think it's a learning moment. The big takeaway is that AI leadership isn't built on spectacle. It's built on honest positioning, clear labeling, and real investment in R&D.
And India has all the raw ingredients for that.
Absolutely. The talent, the scale, the ambition, it's all there. It doesn't need to fake anything. That's the real irony. This incident isn't a failure, it's a boundary setter.
A boundary setter.
Yeah, it forces everyone to be more transparent about what's built versus what's adapted.
Right.
It raises the standard for honesty.
So next year, maybe we see a robot dog with a big sign next to it that says, hardware by Company X, custom navigation software by our brilliant students.
And that would be a huge win. That's what a mature, confident tech ecosystem looks like. That's an innovation story people can actually believe.
So to wrap this up, we went from a flashy robot to an empty booth.
Yeah.
But at its core, this was just a story about trust.
And a reminder that even in this world of high-tech gloss, the simple, old-school idea of integrity, it still matters most.
Which brings me to one last thought I want to leave you with. We spent all this time worrying about digital fakes, right? AI-generated video, fake audio, deep fakes.
Right, the digital boogeyman.
But this was a physical fake, a thing made of metal and plastic. So here's the question. In a world where AI can fake almost anything digitally, is physical authenticity and institutional integrity going to become the most valuable currency of all?
That's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? When anything can be simulated, maybe reality becomes a luxury good.
Maybe the most valuable asset in the future is just telling the truth about what you actually made.
I think it just might be.
Something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us on the Orion incident. We'll catch you on the next one.
Hope you liked this podcast. Please do share your comments and feedbacks. See you soon. Namaste.